Okay, let's make believe that you were all successful in downloading the install files for AutoCAD, for Autodesk's AutoCAD version 2022 and Revit Architecture version 2022. So if you've done so, um, you'll see these little tabs at the bottom of your screen showing where the install files were downloaded. So the AutoCAD install is a single, I believe it's a single file. The Revit install is a little more complex. It comes in 5 files, and they're each about 2 gigabytes, so they're fairly large. It will take several hours to download. For example, let's say 12 a.m., and these downloads were begun about 5 a.m., so that's about easily 3 hours, right? And once you've done that, you can right-click on any one of these tabs and say Show in Folder, and your computer will tell you, will show you the folder where those files live. So if I'm installing Revit Architecture, I need to reference these 5 files, but the process itself is actually pretty simple. You just start with the file number 1. And we can tell, how can we tell it's file number 1? It's this, it's embedded in the file name, DLM001. So I'm going to double click that. And then you're prompted for a folder to extract the files. You're well advised to accept defaults here. Don't change anything here. Just say, yep, see, Autodesk, that sounds okay. Then it will initiate that process. Again, I'm assuming that you have set up your Autodesk ID, you've gone to autodesk.com/education, and you've successfully downloaded all the installed components of Revit Architecture. It's extracting to the folder a temporary set of files from which it will commence. I'm sorry that this is similar as watching paint dry, but it's important that you do this carefully, patiently, and correctly. I'm going to let that play. let's make sure that we have the correct screen up. I'm going to change this to full screen. So that'll continue to record. It says 1 minute remaining. I'll narrate this. 8 point something gigabytes of 11.7 gigabytes in total. $59. I hope the recording is picking up the screen, but in any case, if you follow the steps, $11.1. $11.3. And now we should let me switch this screen to the window. Okay, that's the install screen. I apologize that this is a little messy because I'm trying to use the same machine for the recording as I am for the install. So you may see multiple elements here. That's what's going on. We're at 9 minutes in. So what the longest part of the process is actually downloading files. Again, we're going to let this play. We're going to have coffee in the meanwhile. We'll do whatever while this processes. 11 minutes. I will have a OneDrive link or some uh, Dropbox link, well, Blackboard or some place to post these files to make it easier, but it may not save you all that much time because you still have to access some kind of network and transfer a good deal of chunk of data across some connection. I think you all can see this Autodesk um, window is preparing the computer for installation. Okay, now I'm prompted to agree to the agreement. Let's see that, in fact, we are sharing that window. Okay, you may see more than one, so you agree to that agreement and hit next. Where to install the files. I might break up this video into parts because, okay, so again, you'd be wise to simply accept the default values here. So just click install, C program files. Okay, and that will begin installing Revit 2022. The reason for recording this is that you should be able to follow along from start to finish. We're at 14 minutes. You do get to a point in the process where enough of the install is completed where you can actually start using the program. I think what I'll do, um, No, we'll let this run. We'll let it run. Serena Williams win?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yeah. She plays tonight doubles night with her sister.
Ah.
And then she plays again tomorrow. Single.
Okay. So you can watch tennis while you're installing Revit 2022. Would be a good time to. .49% done, and we're at 17 minutes. %60, 18 minutes. Okay, see, it's telling you can start the product while the install continues. So let's try to do that and see what happens. I hope this is on the screen. I think it is. So I just clicked on start. It's 20 minutes into the process. It's 85% installed. And I believe that will begin Revit 2022. Let's switch the screen to the Revit window, if I can find it. There it is. I'm sharing that window. And you got to log in with your Autodesk ID. I'm going to start a new video here. So 22 minutes, and enough of the install has completed that you can actually start Revit Architecture 2022.